Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today, there we go. Oh shit! Hold on. I need the counter. I forgot to open the counter. But hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we're a little late. I'm sorry. I sat down to stream like 2 hours ago, and I zoned out. So we're live now. We're doing a shiny hunt, taking a little break from live just because I'm really excited to like actually be able to move on in Pokemon Flux, because as I mentioned last stream, I was doing some shiny hunts for Moz off stream, and I think it was 468. I was recording. I have it saved. Don't worry. You'll see it when I make a video about part 1. But yeah, we have Minion, we have Batneon, and we have Abel, who I named after the streamer I was watching while I hunted him. Bashful. Oh no, effort value. Right, effort values. I was supposed to say, oh no, he has terrible. I was worried I got a 2 IV starter, but no, those are effort values. Those are for the fights. So yeah, we did do a you missed our first rival battle against Sky, and now we're let loose in the opening town, and we can go to Condor Park, which, as you can see, I do have the and note can protect small attacks. Thanks, dude. I have all 12 Pokemon we need from oh no, it's not Condor Park, it's Condor City. It's Warbler Park, isn't it? Where is the exit to this town again? So I do want to get at least one shiny from the park before we move on to Condor Town. Which, talking about this, I probably should add like a shinies caught or shinies encountered bar. You're gonna be our trainer fight. Hey! You know how to catch Pokemon? Yep. You say that, but prove it. Show me by catching a Cavamy. I'll give you a reward if you do. Alright, bud. So we got 5 dudes and a wild encounter. Now, overworld, that's the word, overworld Pokemon do show their shiny sprites. I believe they also make a noise, but I can't quite remember. I think they make a noise though. It has been a bit, but we're finally out the gates, and I'm so happy. And here, 1, 3, 4, 5. So Hummingbird is blue. If we can get a third one, that would be most helpful. A revive. Five. Let's battle the bug catcher. Bug type Pokemon? Cool. I mean, what do you... Oh, right, Squirmy. Yeah, you would have Squirmy. We do need to... There's extras we'll need to catch when part 2 comes out for quite a few of the Pokemon here. I guess 2/3 of them. Because Hummingbird, the little blue guy in the top right, he has a third form that's coming in episode 2. and so does Squirmy. So if we get extras, hopefully it'll be those two. About to send out Ladybug. Switch. I will switch in Abel. Abel needs some experience too. You know, balance this out. Look at him. Ladybug. Unfortunately, I think he's Grass Bug. Oh, and you go for a Supersonic. Well, it's like, look at how fast that's going up, dude. We've been doing this for 5 minutes and we're already at 16 Pokemon. Like, it's so good. Sonic, already confused. And check this out. Crit. Kill. Go, Abel. Oh, yeah. Not a crit, though. But you know what? It works. This dude doesn't even have attacking moves. He would have used them by now. Adios. Go. Gain points. Level 6 for Batneon. Level 7 for Iable. We defeat Bug Catcher Edgar. Gives us 80 Poke. I do believe those are all the same dudes. Or it's just 4. Have that hummingbird. Oh, the hummingbirds decide to swing at us. Okay. I really like Hummingbird's design. He's cute. Look at him. He's they literally just made the bird orb shaped. And oh, what's his name? Turbo Libri? Turbo Libri's actually a pretty great Pokemon. It's got speed boost. Orb down. I think that was 3 new ones. Yeah, there's the other rival. I don't have Courtesy Capture on, right? Good. You want to fight? What you do? We're 5. Yeah, I'm hoping you guys are doing good. I hope you guys have weekend plans you're looking forward to. I don't really have anything I've got planned. Probably just gonna read new chapters of manga I'm reading. Oh shit, yeah, you are a trainer. Well, I mean, we got all the trainers cleared out. It just makes the cycle easier. Acid. Hit the Cavamy. And that evolves into, I believe it's like Capimigo. Is our evolution for Cavamy. So you go from like a hamster looking thing to a capybara. We'd have Alteran. What's its name? Owlet. Owlin or whatever. Is going to be a pain. Because that thing does not have an overworld sprite. Neither does Squirmy. And the other two, we could actually switch times. We do have the ability to switch time now, right? That's not an unlock. Acid. So, and for leveling up, Batneon's level doesn't matter. He evolves through a stone we won't have access to until the right end of the second leg. Abel does, however, have a level evolution. Yeah. Wait. We go to 8 p.m. We should also be able to find Tanoopies. Because Tanupi only spawns at night, and Ladybug only spawns during... Oh, Squirmy has an overworld sprite now at night. Interesting. I didn't know that. That makes this a lot easier, because now Owlin's the only one that doesn't have an overworld sprite. So Owlin's the only one that's going to be a pain. By acid. Heck. Oop. There we go. One board down. Abel hits level 8. Let's go. And then you learn Struggle Bug. Outen, sorry. Yeah, so if you played the dev's previous game, Pokemon Uranium, you'll notice that Outen is actually a regional form. Because they were in Uranium, and they didn't look like that. So that is Altarian Outen. Or Altarin, I think, is the regional form naming. And wanna cut through here, but there's like 3 battles. Have to go. Oh, right. 5. 1. 2 shaky patches. 4, 5. 1, 2. Anybody else gonna spawn? Okay. 4, 5. 4. Yeah, so since we're doing this at night, Ladybuzz the only one we can't encounter right now. Also, as far as I know, there's no Pokemon with pickup. Hold on. Because if there's a Pokemon with pickup, I should catch one even if it isn't shiny, just so I can start doing... If it would be Tanupi. So let me just check Tanupi's abilities. Guts a runaway. Cavamy probably wouldn't. No, friend, guard, or oblivious, Outen, strange veil or cute charm, Squirmy limber or damp, Swarmer early bird, sap sipper or honey gather. Is that all 6? That's all 6. Yeah, I don't think there's a Pokemon that has pickup in the game yet. Pickup. Oh, Magief does, but Magief is in section 2. Yeah, so unfortunately we can't farm items with pickup early in the game. So we're not gonna have rare candies to help us here, unfortunately. We'll have to do all the leveling by hand, like they did in the olden days. Yeah, we can fight a Tanupi. I believe Tanupi's also a regional form. I could be wrong though. It's been a while since I played Uranium. Would be nice to see a way to get some of the like Tandorian versions of like Outen and stuff. And like they've added a side quest feature to unlock rarer Pokemon. plus, episode 2 should have... Episode 2 should unlock the Frigate Strait, which, if you, like, if I was gonna add a way to get Pokemon outside of the region here, I probably would have, like, Pokemon smugglers in the, Frigate Strait. But that's just me. I don't know what the devs are gonna do. Or even if they will, you know, they might not. We might only have the one outin'. Oh. Boom. He only knows sand attack. Incredible. I don't think he's actually landed a hit. Acid. Yeah, speaking of shiny, I was recommended a shiny hunting video where a dude was catching all of the this dude was catching all the shiny Pokemon in Colosseum as all the shadow Pokemon Colosseum as shinies. And incredible. They're all just stacking up. And it's actually really cool to see how in old spin-off games they like didn't have strict rules on shinies or something. Because like Stadium has a few shinies that are wrong. And so does Colosseum, and some of Colosseum's shinies actually look way better than the normal ones. Like if you gave me a choice between normal shiny Suicune and Colosseum's Suicune, I'm taking Colosseum's Suicune any day of the week, man. It's great. I actually have Pokemon XD on my list of games to play on stream. We might also have to add Colosseum to that list and see if we can yeah, the Noopies are aggressive. See if we can shiny hunt some of the shadow Pokemon. Which I think the one bad thing about the shadow Pokemon is you have to know you're shiny hunting them, like, from the get-go. You can't just decide try and shiny hunt, because if you do that, if it's not your first encounter, the Pokemon's already been determined. Where... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 3. Let's check the shiny. Or the wiggling patch. We got Squirmy. Astonish. Oh, that doesn't even kill. And I do kind of want to get a Condor Town this stream, because I was doing some testing in my regular playthrough, and I think they've made Trubbish less painful, because I've been having very consistent luck getting Trubbish to show up in my other file, which is weird because Trubbish was a pain in the ass last time, or at least when I went to get him in my normal playthrough. Massive pain. 5. There's 5 dudes there. 1, 2, 5. Oh, I thought I fought you already. I've been avoiding you perfectly this whole time? Okay. Dude sends out Cavamy. This ain't going on well for you, man. It really ain't. I got acid. And Bloodlust, which heals me every time I hit you. Acid. Boom. Batneon learned Fake Out. Let's go. So don't cav me. Will you switch? Yeah, sure, I'll switch. Abel. Abel needs the XP more than Batneon does, actually. So we should probably be leading with Abel. Fight. Struggle Bug. Boom. Let's go. Easy. Hey, you won! I sure did, Richie. Oh, come on. I need to hear potion. Show me the shiny. 2, 5. Just 1, 2, 3, 4. I actually don't know if there's a way to tell if the patches are shiny. Like, I don't know if they emit sparkles or something. Squirmy. Dun. Oh, right. We want Abel. We want Abel leading. Pokemon. Swap them around. There we go. And 2, 4. $11. 12. I think that Tanoopy was new. 6, 7, 8. Let's check this patch. Is Outen not available at night? Because I know we got that one, but I almost wonder if that was like a fluke or something from leftover from like before we changed time. 2, 4, 3. 2, 6. Come on. Oh. But yeah, what else? What else is there going on? I've started back up university, or I guess college, I guess. Well, thank you, Tanoopy. I don't want no fight. And it's going all right. I've got some rough days, man. I've got some real rough days. Like Tuesday is like a 10 hours, I think. Oh man. Tuesdays are rough. Tuesdays are real rough. But other than that, my week's pretty good so far. I've haven't gotten any practicums yet. Those should be starting next week, or I guess this week. Even though I haven't heard anything from the people who are supposed to be telling me where I'm going, which is worrying. But I'm fine. Everything's fine. I'm calm. We need to remain calm, don't we, chat? Oh, because it'll all work. I should check if I sent all the documents I needed to send. I think I did, but you can never be too cautious, especially with how they haven't sent me anything. 2, 3. You never know. You never know. 2, 4. Oh yeah. We God, it's been so long. I actually kind of forgot what we used to talk about during these. The Shonen Jump's replacement for My Hero came out, and I don't know. It looks promising. I'll say that. Like, Ichi the Witch, it looks like it could be good. I really don't want to say that when we're only 2 chapters in, because like Mama Yu looked good 2 chapters in, and then it kind of fizzled out and died. So I'm cautiously optimistic for Ichi the Witch. I think there was another one that came out, wasn't there? I think that Squirmy was new. But yeah. And Kagurabachi remains good. Very grateful for that. 5. What else am I even reading anymore? Oh yeah, Ruri Dragon. Ruri Dragon hasn't had an update in a bit. It's still good. Ruri Dragon is great. I'm so happy it came back after it was put on hiatus for like, I think it was damn near a year because the author had a health issue. But it's back and it's still good. We're doing great. Or God, what else is there in show? There's Wild Strawberry, but that's a Jump Plus story that also updates pretty irregularly. And if I'm being honest, I still don't know what to think about Wild Strawberry. It feels like it's still in the introduction phase, you know? Like, I don't know if you guys are reading it, but yeah, it just feels like we're still waiting on it to start. Like, it's set up the premise. I guess that's kind of the point of like the fucking exam arc, because that's what they've been in for the past little bit, and because it kind of irregularly updates, it drags on, like. But I mean, that's just a problem everything has, like, comic book related. Like, when you don't get them in like graphic novels from the get-go, everything can kind of drag on as it's just weekly releases. 3 or like, even I'm trying to think of an example from comics, like Western comics, because like Western comics are infamous for that. There's like arcs that everybody complains about, and it's like, oh, they went on forever, they were so painful, they were so slow. And then you actually read them, and it's like 25 issues, which isn't too bad. And then you remember you're reading it in like the Marvel Epic Collection, and you realize this was like everything that came out for the X-Men for like half a year. And you realize like, oh, people spent 6 months reading this. Yeah, I can see why it was frustrating. Because it just keeps going. I think that's gonna be, if I ever pick up Jujutsu Kaisen, which I don't really have plans on doing because it doesn't interest me, I think that's probably gonna be my takeaway from the final arc. Because I've heard people who do read it, or is the arc still? I know there was an arc recently. Don't know if it's still going, where it was just like every single character that's ever been named ever fighting the big bad. And I have a feeling like once there's people who never experienced reading that book weekly, it's not going to be a drag. Like, I could probably say the same thing about My Hero, because I picked up reading My Hero in the weekly stuff on Shonen Jump's or I guess the Viz media site, just to see if they killed off one of my, well, not one of my favorite character in My Hero. They did. And first, fuck it. It's My Hero's been ended for like a week. You guys are getting My Hero spoilers. My Hero spoilers. If you don't want My Hero spoilers, tune out for like 5 minutes. They fucking killed Toga, but they kept Dabby alive, of all people? Like, what the fuck, man? Why him? Like, he fucking incinerated himself. But he lives. But Toga, no. Toga has to die. It honestly kind of feels like spite. Like, what's his name? Horikoshi? Horikoshi knew people liked Toga, so he's just like, I'm killing her. Gotta have people be emotional about the finale. Toga dies. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much. But I mean, like, yeah, that final bit just felt like it dragged on and on, reading it through the weeks. Especially because of, like, at the end there, My Hero was basically bi-weekly. Like, that dude was taking a break and then making the chapter and then taking a break. Which, like, I get. I would really prefer him to, like, not work himself into an early grave like Miura did. But at the same time, it makes the thing you're reading that already feels slow feel even slower, man. Oh. But I mean, like, once the volumes come out, it's probably not going to be as bad. Oh. And Kagurabachi started a new arc, and that's going really well. I love Kagurabachi, man. It's great. I am worried that any enchanted sword they show off after the what was that thing's name again? The Shiniuchi or something? After the Shiniuchi, I don't think any enchanted sword they show off is gonna be as surprising. Cause, like, I don't think it's gonna kill the series. I do think it is gonna, like, damage the hype. Cause they, like, the third enchanted sword they showed off was the one that everybody was like, oh fuck, we can't let that one get into the wrong hands. That's the real bad one. Oh. And then, like, it's just It's been contained. It's fine. Everything's good. We got it. And now there's going to be hopefully at least equally visually impressive swords. Because I don't think they've even revealed the name of the sort of the guy they just met. Well, because the new arc is finding like all the sword bearers to help regain. Oh, it's morning now. There's Ladybuzz. To help re-grab all the stolen enchanted swords. Bop. Bop, bop. Oh, is my first non-starter shiny gonna be a Ladybug? Like, my normal playthrough? Who do we got in the shaky patch? A Squirmy. Alright. There's three Cavamies. But yeah, what else is there? Oh yeah, upcoming games. After we finish up Live Alive. The original plan was Resident Evil 4. I don't know if that is still the plan. Because the plan was for Resident Evil 4 to carry us to October, start Spooky Month, and for Spooky Month we would be doing Kodelka and Shadow Hearts. Not the entire Shadow Hearts series, because the new Mario and Luigi comes out in November. And we're gonna be playing that day one. Like we played Astrobot day one. I nearly forgot Astrobot's name, man. That's not good. That game was perfect. But yeah, we're gonna be playing the new Mario and Luigi. Because it has been so long since one of those came out, and they're always great. Except maybe Paper Jam. But I mean, that's just... I think that's the fault of Paper Mario, because that came out like dead center in the Paper Mario Dark Age. Because Paper Jam came out between Sticker Star and Color Splash, didn't it? So it was like right in the peak of the awful Paper Mario games. Origami King's turning it around, and hopefully the next Paper Mario will be like... I don't want to say Super Paper Mario, because I know there were a bunch of people that didn't like that one. Hopefully it's like the original or Thousand Year Door, though. Because I really enjoyed the original Paper Mario. I haven't played Thousand Year Door yet. I own it physically. Still probably gonna emulate it, still probably gonna run it through very legal and official hardware for the convenience of streaming. Because it's kind of a pain in the ass to stream a GameCube or even a Wii. Also, like, I'd have to either bring the Wii in here and take up even more of my very restricted desk space, or I'd have to take my entire computer out into the living room to the TV, and I am terrified of what that would do to my audio quality. But yeah, even if we start Kodelka and Shadow Hearts early, we're probably not gonna get through everything. We're definitely not getting to From the New World. We might be able to do Kodelka, Shadow Hearts, and Covenant though, if we start Kodelka early. Yeah, and then we're playing Brothership. Then we'll probably make Resident Evil 4 the post-Brothership horror game. And from there, that would be December, which is going to be one of two things. And I've yet to decide which one of those two things is going to be. It's either going to be playing through a bunch of DLC for games we've already completed but had DLC that we didn't have when we streamed it. So that would be like The Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye, and I was about to say Until Dawn. Not Until Dawn. Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn. It would be a good time to play the Ayuden Chronicles DLC. Cause if I remember correctly, the roadmap says the last one should be coming out next month. But the store page says that Marissa's hasn't even come out yet. So we'll have to see how many of those are released come December. Or even if any of them are released come December. I think there's a couple other games with DLC. Like if we do Resident Evil 4, we'd have Desperate Struggle or whatever Ada's campaign was called. Oh, there was more games than that. Oh, right. Resident Evil 8 has the chapter where you play as Ethan's kid. We'd have that. 5, 2. Are there any others off the top of my head? Regular square mate. Dang, I thought that pop-up looked different for when his square spawned. Went away. Three. I'll get this to like 900 and then I'll pull up my my Google sheet I have where I keep track of all the games we've completed on stream and what else needs to be done in those games. 'Cause I swear there's more. Oh, this is... Oh, it's rooting around in my brain, and it's uncomfy because it feels like it should be finding something, and nothing's being found. Great. Okay. Where do I have that open? I know I kept that open somewhere. Here. Games that have been streamed. Outer Wilds has DLC. Resident Evil Village has a DLC. Atomic Heart technically has DLCs. I don't really want to go back to Atomic Heart though. It was alright. Callisto Protocol, that's right. Final Transmission. That's the one I was forgetting. That's it. That's the one I was forgetting the Final Transmission. That's the one we have to do that I was forgetting about. And like hopefully most of those should only be like one stream. I could see Beyond the Dawn and Echoes of the Eye taking a couple streams. In fact, I think Beyond the Dawn is probably going to be 3 streams. Just because, like, I can't see a, like, JRPG epilogue DLC only being 4 hours. That feels like something that would be, like, 12 hours minimum. But, like, some add-on to horror games, probably like 5 hours maximum. 5. Echoes of the Eye. Outer Wilds is a puzzle game, so that's gonna rely on me being able to solve the puzzles quickly. And also, from what very limited information I've heard about Echoes of the Eye, ooh, it is a cryptic journey. So that might take a couple streams too. But even if it doesn't get us all the way through the month, we do have some other games I've played where there's like alternate endings to get. Like there's that Silent Hill 1 UFO ending run I started and just never finished because I started it to pad out the stream time because I didn't have another game lined up and it felt like a really short stream when I finished Silent Hill 1. So we could finish that out. We could go for the dog ending in Silent Hill 2. Although I think that would take, that would take 2 more playthroughs, wouldn't it? Because I would need to get the rebirth ending that I unlocked for beating the game once. Because I looked up the requirements for the dog ending. It's either you get all 3 base game endings or you get rebirth, which requires you to already beat the game once. So it would technically be the rebirth run, and then we'd be able to do the dog run another time. Oh. Or let's just fight one of these guys for the hell of it. Yeah, but like, look at how much faster this is over reset grindings. We haven't even been going for an hour and we're already over half odds. Like, this is great, man. This is so much better. Cool. Kill, please. Thank you. Level up. Very good. Two. Alright, let's head for the heal. 3, 5, 6, 8, 10. Okay, yeah, we need to heal up. Our Moz just nearly got OHKO'd by yes please. By a bird. Thank you. And you sell Pokeballs, right? Ultra Pokemon appearing. No, that's right. We don't have any access to Pokeballs unless we catch a Cavamy, or because I think he gives us 10 Pokeballs. 5, 8. Yeah, I think that dude gives us 10 Pokeballs for catching a Cavamy. Ugh. Oh, what was it going on about before we needed to heal? 3. But oh, what was it? It was, oh yeah, stream plans. And if I don't have what I need for us to do the DLCs for December, I'm probably gonna do Xenosaga. Cause I've had Xenosaga sitting on my to play list for a while, and I haven't gotten around to it. And I've heard overall good things about Xenosaga. It's a monolith game, so I'm expecting it to be very cutscene heavy. I've heard that Xenosaga Episode 1 is good, and Xenosaga Episode 3 is great, and Xenosaga Episode 2 is the one you have to get through to get to 3. Which, oh boy. 2 is the slowest. Welcome in, Angel. How's it going, man? Yeah, all I've heard is that 2 is the worst one. Like, people are just like, yeah, you have to sit through 2 to understand 3, and 3 is worth going through 2. Is the, like, general vibe I've gotten when I've looked at people talking about Xenosaga. Ugh. Speaking of Xenosaga, when I was it's not a bad Xenosaga game, but 3 is the best, so it gets but I mean, like, it makes sense that 2 is the roughest one, because if I remember my monolith lore correctly, Xenosaga was originally supposed to be like a 5 or 6 part game series. And then Bandai Namco, after the first one came out, just turned to them and they're like, nah, you're getting a trilogy now. Wrap it up. So it would make sense they'd have to, like, cram all the second act into one game, and it would come out unfortunate because of that. Because, you know, like, if you planned a story to be in 5 books and you were told, no, you're getting 3, Book 2 is gonna suffer because Book 1 was like already done when you had this planned out. Book 1 was already a perfectly constructed Act 1. And then you get told by your publisher, you need to fit the entire second act that was supposed to be 3 books into 1 book. Good luck, dude. Because you're not gonna screw up the ending. You're gonna leave the final book as the final book. It's just you're gonna compress everything that you need to get there. And that's the vibe I've gotten from people talking about Xenoblade 2. Or not Xenoblade 2, Xenosaga 2. There's too many games to start with Xeno. There's Xenogears, there's Xenosaga, there's Xenoblade, there's Xenoverse. That one's not even made by Monolith. That's just a Dragon Ball game, but it's still got the Xeno prefix. Oh. Speaking of Xenoblade, I've been sitting around on 1 and 3 for a while for Xenoblade. I played 2, loved 2. Good old Nia. Oh, I seen a spoiler image from Xenoblade 3. And I'm not gonna say what it is. All I'm gonna say is Monolith chose the funniest possible way to resolve that plot thread. And I love them for it. God, I still can't believe that fucking photo is from the game. Oh, that was gold. I'm not even mad that got spoiled. It's just funny to me. Oh. But they chose the... I want to play 2 just for the gacha. Oh yeah, I for the amount of gacha games I play, I really did not engage in the gacha system in Xenoblade 2. I think I got oh, I did get a couple rare blades. Who were I got the lolly with the lightning hammer. I don't remember her name, but I pulled her. Was that the only one I got? I'd be on an emulator, so I'd save. Fair enough. Save state that shit, yeah. And like, if I remember correctly, they added Cosmos as a DLC rare blade. Because they can't... Oh, good old Cosmos. She is... I love how she's become like almost a mascot for Bandai Namco and Monolith, but they refuse to remake Xenosaga. It's just so funny to me. It's like Darkstalkers. Like, whenever Capcom does a big crossover event, they're always like, oh, we have to include like Morrigan, Felicia, Heisenko, Dimitri. What? You want us to make a new Darkstalkers? Why would we do that? Why would we make a new Darkstalkers? Yeah, I guess. But like, she's in the same boat as like the Darkstalkers characters for Capcom, where it's like, oh, we're doing a crossover event? Throw them in. Make a new game for them. Why would we do that? Speaking of crossovers, that's for... Oh no. There's 2 points I want to go off of from that. Anything a collection... Yeah, a collection would be nice. Ugh. Like, I think the first time I had ever seen Cosmos in a video game was Project Cross Zone. which introduced me to a lot of video games I have on my backlog now. Because that was where I found out about Sakura Wars. That's where I found out about Dot Hack. What else was in there? Japanese only. What's Japanese only? I know the game before Project Cross Zone was Japanese only. That was like Namco X Capcom. But Project Cross Zone 2 came out in the West. At least in America they came out. Or yeah, the Americas they came out in. Yeah. It did, yeah. The first game that was just Sega and Capcom never got released in English. But the two games after it, which added Bandai Namco and a couple Nintendo characters, those came out because I played them and I loved them. And I'm never going to stream them because, dear God, do they take forever. Like, I didn't think I was doing like a particularly leisurely playthrough of Project Cross Zone 2. And I think that game took me like 75 hours. Like, some of the final maps in those games take like 75 minutes each. It's... And it's not even like they're hard maps, it's just that the bosses in the end game are damage sponges. So you just have to stand there with your best units wailing on them. Oh, and it just goes on. Oh, another crossover game. Interesting. But yeah, like Project Cross, I think one of the things I'm most grateful for Project Cross Zone is that it introduced me to a bunch of RPGs I had never seen before. And was just like, oh, these characters look cool. Like, oh, the Sakura, like, oh, what was her name? The cowboy from Sakura Wars, or the cowgirl from Sakura Wars. Gemini Sunrise? And the nun was Erica. Dot Hack, they had both. In the first game, it was Kite and Black Rose. Namco X Capcom. I had the third brand added on wrong. Sega was added on in Project Cross Zone. Where was I? Oh yeah. For Dot Hack, it was the GU protagonist in Project Cross Zone 1, or was he introduced in Project Cross Zone 2? Because it was Kite and Black Rose in Cross Zone 1. And I think the GU protagonist, whose name I can't remember right now, was added in 2. I actually can't remember, though. I remember 2 added, a couple Nintendo characters. We got, who was it? It was Lucina from Fire Emblem and Fiona from Xenoblade 1? The cyborg, girl from Xenoblade 1. I think her name was Fiona. Must be Marth too. No, it wasn't Marth. They had Lucina. Which I guess technically you could call Lucina Marth because of that whole storyline bit in Awakening. Yeah, Yeah, it introduced me to Xenosaga. It introduced me to Sakura Wars, Dot Hack. I think that was also my first exposure to Tales, because it had oh my god, what were the two from Vesperia's name? The knight and the main character. Lloyd and Yuri, right. Yeah, it had Vesperia in it. It had Lloyd and Yuri, and Estelle was a attachment character. Yeah, Estelle was in it too. Yeah, right. Estelle was there. Cool. After playing Vesperia, I can say that unfortunately they never added Rita, which is a shame because Rita was such a better character than Floyd, or whatever his name was. And no Rapide. Like, that sucked. No Rapide, man. Lloyd. Right. I don't know. I never cared for Lloyd in Vesperia. I'll also be honest and say probably one of my biggest RPG hot takes. I don't really care for Vesperia. I don't get the hype. I'll be honest. Like, people were bashing on Arise for shit, and aside from like simplifying the combat system, everything else I heard people bashing Arise for, I was just like, but Vesperia did that, didn't it? Like, oh, Arise sucks because the story falls apart in the third act. Vesperia's story fell apart in the third act. Like, I have no idea what the end of Vesperia was going on about, man. You encountered Duke once, and he Oh. I will stop right there. I do not wish to spoil Vesperia for you. I'll just say I was left baffled by the ending. And from what I've seen online, apparently there's a bunch of like missable scenes that expand on the story in the back half of the game. I've forgotten everything anyways. Like, I don't know. I felt Arise and Vesperia were about on par. It's kind of why I'm looking forward to playing Berseria, because Berseria is the other Tales game. I've heard people go on and on about how good it is. So hopefully Berseria is good. Ugh. It was actually an old one, Eternia. Oh. Person to I see. I think I've heard all of the Tales games names. I'm not remembering which one Eternia is. Abyss is the one with the red head. Is Eternia... Hold on, I'm looking it up. Is Eternia the one I think it is, with the kid with the brown hair and the red jacket? Tales of Eternia. Bop. Or is that... No, I'm thinking of Symphonia's main character, aren't I? Okay, yeah, that's yeah, I don't think I've seen Eternia before. I think I'm thinking of Symphonia, aren't I? Yeah, I was thinking of Symphonia. Those two were new. I've never played Symphonia. I've seen the coffee skit because people were shoving that around on Twitter a while ago. And I mean, like, yeah, it's a goofy scene, but from what I've seen, Tails always has goofy scenes. Lloyd, that sounds right for Symphonia's main character. And then there's Zestiria, which... what... I honestly don't know a lot about Zestiria for the amount people talk about it. Like, I think people didn't... Is that the one people didn't like because they thought it was going to be a female protagonist, and then the character they kept showing off in marketing ended up being completely inconsequential to the story? Because I think they're... Yeah, I think that was the problem people had with Zestiria. Or was that I don't know the Tales series well enough, man. Two. What I will say though is, since we're talking about Project Cross, I would love to see a Project Cross Zone 3 come out. Sorry is a likable MC. Yeah, I don't remember. There was one Tales game that had drama because they were marketing the hell out of one character. Berseria I hate because it literally copies the Berserk manga. Oh. Well, it's a good thing I've never read Berserk. The story's gonna be completely fresh and original to me. And then I get to go on Twitter and be like, wow, I can't believe Berserk copied Tales of Berseria, and get a bunch of rage engagement. Plan to play. Yeah, it's somewhere on my backlog. My horrifying backlog. That's at, like, gameplay wise it's still fun. Everything I see is just Berserk. I mean, fair enough. Like I said, I've never read Berserk, so that's not going to affect me. But yeah, I really hope one day we'll see Project Cross Zone 3, because I loved that series. It's honestly probably my favorite. Yeah, I've seen like Velvet and the cast drawn. I've seen the key art. Remember the samurai on the cover. Hold on. Since we're just shiny hunting, I can just pull up my Steam library and it should show me the cast. If Steam will load. Tails. No, that's Trails. That's another game I have on my list to play on stream because I need to fucking refresh myself on the Trails series. It should be in here somewhere. Berseria. Samurai dude. Aizen? Or... oh no, Rakumo. Rokuro? Yeah. I see him. Samurai dude on the cover? What about him? Is he literally just like a Berserk character? Get this, he does not use a katana to fight despite having a big ass one on his back. Oh, incredible. Oh my god, we're nearly at odds. I'm glad this wasn't the Moz hunt that reached odds, or nearly reached odds. Oh. Yeah, like, it lowers his coolness. Yeah, fair enough. Oh, speaking of, circling back to Xenosaga, I was looking up, stuff about Xenosaga, and I discovered something that just, like, sent me on, like, I don't know if I would call it like a nostalgia bender, but it was something from like my childhood. Cause I distinctly remembered watching, I think it was like a Rabid Luigi top 10 video when I was in like high school. And it was like top 10 disturbing moments in JRPGs or something. And the one that stuck in my head was this clip of an immortal character cutting his own head off to prove that he's immortal to somebody, and still talking while like his head's rolling on the floor. And I was never able to find that video again when I remember it every couple years. And then I was looking up Xenosaga, and somebody posted a picture of Albedo. And I was like, that's him. That's the guy from the video. He's a Xenosaga character. He's been a Xenosaga character this whole time. It's fucking Albedo. So yeah, that's got me excited to play Xenosaga now that I've finally found the game that clip's been living in my head rent free since like fucking 2014. Since I finally found the game. And it's apparently in episode 1, so I don't even have to wait that long to see it. In context. Oh. 2, 3. Up. Also, it'd be nice to have context for the Xenosaga characters in Project Cross Zone. Because, like, it was developed by Monolith, so they put a lot of story significance on Cosmos and Telos. And I was just sitting there like, yeah, cool, I'm sure those robots from that game I've never played sure are important. Yeah. Okay. Oh, man. Wow. What else is there? Are there any other games that are on my backlog that I'm particularly excited for? None that are coming to mind right now. I guess Final Fantasy 16 is also one I'm pretty excited for, just because for all the people, like, I can see where the complaints were coming from what I've seen and heard about Final Fantasy 16. Because from what I've seen, it looks like Final Fantasy 16 is pretty damn close to a character action game like Devil May Cry. Because from what I've seen, you don't control a character that isn't Clive, I think is his name. But like, as somebody who likes Devil May Cry, that's not a downside to me. I would understand if like you're used to like a Final Fantasy 9 and 10 and stuff, where it's like party-based, turn-based combat, or even 13 where there's still a party. You'd have a problem with it, but to me, I'm just like, the DMC battle director worked on Final Fantasy 16. Oh, baby. I think it's going to be too serious to have what I love about DMC's battles in it, but I cannot wait to be proven wrong on that. But like, yeah, I don't know, that was just a funny bit of time on like gaming forums and the gaming RPG Twitter and everything, because people were like, oh my god, it's just a character action game, this isn't Final Fantasy. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, you're telling me I'm getting Final Fantasy Devil May Cry? Dude, it was better than Final Fantasy 15. That's because Final Fantasy 15 sucked. Like, that's not a hard bar to clear. Final Fantasy 13 was better than Final Fantasy 15, and I hate 13 with a passion. Like, I hated this. The story wasn't even complete. You needed to... God. The second I started hating... I was already kind of like mid on Final Fantasy 15. I started hating that game the second I realized what the DLCs were. Because I thought it was weird when Gladio left the party. And then we had Ignis leave the party. And then Prompto falls off the train. And Prompto was the one that got me. Because I realized something. All of your party members have like some drastic change happen to their story arc, their character arc, when they leave your party. And that's because they leave your party to go do the DLC episode, where they have something dramatic happen to them. And if you want to know what that dramatic thing is, buy our DLC. Dev time wasn't enough to Yeah, I mean, Final Fantasy 15 has one of my favorite like dev nightmare stories attached to it, which is that the director went to see Les Mis in theaters, and when he came back, he was like, hey, what if we make the game a musical? And he had to be talked down from that. Like, oh, that game's dev cycle was a train wreck. Cause like it didn't even start development as Final Fantasy 15. It started development as a spin-off for Final Fantasy 13. Like, its original development name was Final Fantasy Versus 13. And it took so long to make that they were just like, no, we can't call this a 13 spin-off anymore. It's your main line now, get it out the door. And they just had to get it out the door. And it left us with the confusing mess we got. Like how what's her name? Aranea or something? Like that, the Dragoon character you fight once and then disappears from the story. Like, she was originally supposed to have a lot more plot significance, but they just couldn't. They ran out of time to make her relevant to the story. So she gets this big dramatic entrance, this big dramatic boss fight, and then she vanishes. And it's... oh, it's... looking back on it, it's a funny game. Playing through it, it was horrible. Oh my god, we've already cycled the morning again. Ladybuzz are back. And we're nearly at odds. This is my punishment for getting a sub 500 Moz, isn't it? I shouldn't say that. We still haven't hit odds. I shouldn't be talking about statistical retribution until we go over odds. Oh. 5. Come on. 3. But yeah, what other games do I have on my backlog? The fact, oh yeah, like the Kingsglaive. Oh, I forgot about that. The fact that Nyx Ulrich is such a cooler character than Noctis. I forgot about that. The fact you couldn't even get the entire Final Fantasy story if you played Final Fantasy 15. You had to like watch the movie, watch the anime, play the phone game, download the demo, because that's got a... Did the demo have a unique... The demo probably had a unique story, honestly. It wouldn't surprise me. But what else do we have on here that I'm looking forward to? See your Final Fantasy 16, Octopath Traveler 2. I've heard pretty decent things about Octopath. Batten Kaitos, heard pretty good things about Batten Kaitos. Digital Devil Saga. Heard decent things about it. It also looks... It's one of the more visually appealing SMT games, in my opinion. The Dot Hack series, already gone over that. Skies of Arcadia. That should probably be pretty high on my list. I've wanted to play that game since I found out about it. And that was like Digital Devil Saga, yeah. Ooh, that duology is good, sweet, good to know. But yeah, Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia, I keep pushing down my list, despite the fact it's probably the RPG that's been on my, like, I want to play this game list the longest. Whoa. I should really get around to that, because if I remember correctly, there's a spiritual successor coming out in October for it. Like, what was it called? Like Sky Hunter Wings for Hire or something? I have it on my Steam wish list. I can't remember its name off the top of my head. 3... Disgaea 7. I honestly don't know what to expect from Disgaea. I've heard it's a grindy game series. I've heard 6 was awful from the fan base, so I didn't grab 6, but I heard decent things about 7, that it was like a return to standard. So I decided to grab 7, see what that series is all about. Hopefully it's good. I have no idea. Very, but once you learn how to grind, it gets okay. Alright. Got Star Ocean Second Story R. I've been looking forward to that since I played Radiata. This Tri-Ace seems to make good... Tri-Ace seems to make really good JRPGs. And I've heard Second Story is the best Star Ocean game. And the remake's apparently phenomenal. Oh, that reminds me, it's not on here because it's on my Steam wish list, but Resonance of Fate. That's another Tri-Ace game I've been wanting to play. Suikoden remasters? Yeah, we'll... Considering how good Ayuden was, we'll probably get around to Suikoden when it comes out. I actually don't remember when the Suikoden remasters are scheduled. They're in 2025, right? Play shit for free. Fair enough. My like personal code with emulation is that if there's an easily available remaster or something, I'll pick that up, or even like a virtual console version. I'll pick it up just to like show the companies that own the games like there's still an interest in this, maybe make a new one. Because like sure, like, people can, like, talk all about Legend of Dragoon and stuff, but it's like, Sony won't listen to people who are like, oh, there should be, like, at least a spiritual successor to Legend of Dragoon, because everybody loved that game. They're going to listen to, hey, we released Legend of Dragoon on the PS Store, and, like, it made 300 grand. Maybe we should make something new for that. Maybe we should remaster this. Try that with Bandai, but they won't make more Digimon games. Yeah, fair enough. Although, from what I've heard, Bandai's a pretty crappy developer. Or publisher, I should say. Because if I remember correctly, I seen an interview with CyberConnect 2. Where they were asked, like, hey, would you guys ever consider remastering the Dot Hack trilogy? And they were like, we would love to remaster the Dot Hack trilogy. Bandai says no. And they're the co-owners of the IP. It's like, it's a, from what I've read, it's apparently like the exact same situation Scalebound is in. Where, like, people are asking, like, Platinum Games, like, hey, are you guys gonna, like, would you guys ever release Scalebound or start reworking on Scalebound? And they're just like, that's up to Microsoft. They have, like, the publishing rights to the IP. So they need to sign off on it. Platinum is slowly falling off, though. I don't know, we'd have to see their next game, cause like Babylon's Fall. Yeah, Babylon's Fall was bad. But that could have just been them, you know, like fumbling one bad game. I'd have to see what they're gonna put out next. Because I don't think they've done anything. Hideki is crazy. Oh, is he? Yeah, if he's the dev I think he is, yeah, because he's got like the 20,000 person block list. Because whenever somebody asks him yeah, I think that's the guy I'm thinking of. There's a Japanese game dev on Twitter who, if you ask him a question he thinks is stupid, he just straight up blocks you. And somebody asked him in an interview, like, how many people are on your block list? And he just pulled out his phone, turned it to show them, and it was like 23,000 people. Oh, man. Ooh. That's the lead dev. Brilliant. Oh, we're fucked. I mean, you never know. What else do I have on here for games to play? Like a Dragon Ishin, the Samurai Yakuza game. I guess that would also include like 7 and 8, because I have all the Yakuza games and I want to stream them. I don't want to replay something just announced. What just announced? What would even be being announced right? Yakuza Pirate with Majima. Oh. Oh, that sounds incredible. That sounds amazing. Cause like, anyways, as I was saying, the I want to stream the Yakuza games, but he has amnesia. Yeah, but I mean, he's still gonna be insane. Like, it's Majima. What was I going on? Right. I want to stream the Yakuza games. I don't want to replay the games in the Kiryu saga I've already played. So I'm just like slowly working my way through 5 and 6, and when I get to 7, I'll start streaming them. Cause as much as I love them, I really don't want to go back and replay 0 through 4. Cause they're good games, but damn are they long. Oh, they're some long games. Do you play Like a Dragon? No, I have Yakuza 7 on my shelf. Cause I was waiting to finish 5 and 6 before I started Ichiban's saga. I do own all of the games, however. Like, I have 7, I have Infinite Wealth is around here somewhere, I think. Yeah, there it is. There's Infinite Wealth. It's like I have 7, I have 8, I have Gaiden. I'm just currently working my way through 5. Which is, very slow. I understand why they didn't release this one to the West originally. 'Cause it's rough. Because so little happens in the story. 'Cause it's all just setting up like, oh, the main characters have gone their separate ways, but something's pulling them back in and back together. What could it be? But they're like making you play through each of it one at a time, and each character gets like 3 chapters, and it's just like so little goes on. It's just like, what's Saejima up to? He's in prison. He escapes. Something's pulling me back in. Got to the next character. What's Kiryu up to? He's living a civilian life. He's doing his taxi thing. Something pulled him back in. What could it be? And it's like, okay, I get it. I get it. Something's pulling all the guys in. Could we, like, do something with that now? Or are we just gonna introduce the other 2? And they're just gonna introduce the other 2. Oh god, are they really gonna recycle the empty lot? Or I guess, no, it wouldn't be recycling the empty lot, because the empty lot was Zero's plot, and 0 came out after 5. Oh. Ugh. It's just... It's very slow and kind of monotonous drag because nothing really happens in their character stories and they take so long. And right when it's getting good, it's getting to the point where all the characters are gonna meet up, so they need to cut to another character who has nothing going on because the story hasn't gotten him up to the point where they meet up. Oh. Hopefully it'll pick up soon. I think I'm just about done the intros. Granted, I actually haven't had a lot of time to play it because of like school, and I'm trying to finish out Modern Warfare 3. I knew it was a bad move to buy 2 Call of Duties in a row, but I'm top left. We got a shiny? They won't despawn if it's shiny. 2. Oh, Borb. There should be an audio cue in this game, because if I remember correctly, they do make little ping noises when the shinies finally spawn in. I saw blue bird. No blue bird. Because they are programmed to stay spawned in even after they go off screen. So if I ran past it, it would still be here. Up. Maybe we need to change up the rotation angle. Let's do this clockwise now. One. What's in the shaky patch? Outen? No, Squirmy. Oh. Oh. Mode Apple. There we go. What else do we have on the 2 playlist? This isn't even like a complete to playlist because there's a bunch of games in my Steam library I haven't added to the spreadsheet yet. Like, I've got Loon Acid and Dread Delusion. I've got Trails in the Sky, which I don't know, I'm excited that they've announced that, they're doing a remaster of Trails in the Sky. I don't understand why it is still just Trails in the Sky 1. And from the sounds of it, they're gonna look at how Trails in the Sky the first performs before they think about redoing the other games, which is baffling to me because, like, I would get it for Trails in the Sky the third, but Trails in the Sky 2 is a direct sequel to the cliffhanger that the first game ends on. Why wouldn't you remaster those two together? Why wouldn't you merge them into one game would be my big thing, but I'm going to drop that and I'm just going to ask, why wouldn't you remaster both of them, Falcom? Like, I'd get it if they were all, like, loose stories with the same cast. But, like, Trails in the Sky 2 literally starts right where Trails in the Sky 1 ends. I don't know, Falcom's doing weird stuff. Oh. That reminds me, Nordic should be coming out soon. Or Ugh. Which I've heard decent things about Nordics. Also, apparently the Trails series is getting close to its conclusion. Like, I think they said there's 1 or 2 story arcs left. So we're looking at like about 6 games left in Trails before they... I don't even know what they would do post Trails. That's become like their second flagship series after Ys. Write a new world for the Legend of Heroes and do another 15-year saga? I guess? Maybe? It's nothing compared to 19 Atelier games. Yeah. Oh yeah, that reminds me, they just announced a new Atelier game, right? Yumiya. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of confused. Cause I think I need to see more gameplay of it. Cause I'm seeing a lot of disjointed systems. Like, you got base building, you got the harvest. It almost looks like they're trying to make like a game like Ark Survival Evolved or something. And that's not a type of game I'm particularly interested in, so I'll be keeping my eye on it. Ugh. After Ryza, they have enough money to try new shit. Yeah, I mean, fair enough. You gotta see if something new will work, or else the series is just gonna get stagnant. Base building is whole new stuff. Yeah, I kind of figured that, because I feel like I would have heard about base building if it was in Ryza. Or any other game. Ugh. Let's check this patch. Action battle is new. Oh yeah, I did see a little bit of the battle system. No more turn. I couldn't tell if it was turn-based or not. I'm gonna be honest, from what I've seen of it, I couldn't tell if it was like a true action game. Oh, soft sound. Or if it was like Final Fantasy 13's like pseudo action but still turn-based system. Where like, yeah, the characters run around the battlefield and stuff, but it's still like you have your turn gauge and you can't do anything until it fills up. Maybe like Radiata? Maybe. Three, four. It's an instance. Yeah, it could be instance battles. I'm gonna feel like an idiot if I don't do this. The game has given me Pokeballs by now, right? Yes. I forgot that for a second. I'd feel like such an idiot if we spent all this time shiny hunting only for it to turn out I don't have Pokeballs yet. Oh, you are normal. 3, 4, 1. Let's check one of these shaky patches. Squirmy. Could we get an Outen, please? Like, if the ideal situation would be to get a shiny Outen out of one of these, because Outen's going to be the hard one. Because Outen doesn't show up in the overworld. But it's just Squirmies. Run. One of you. Another one of you. Three. And the Tokyo Game Show's coming up pretty soon, isn't it? There should hopefully be some interesting stuff coming out of that. Wilds. Oh yeah, Wilds is coming up. I can't wait for the new Monster Hunter. The one thing I'm really hoping for is surely they show it in TGS. Yeah, hopefully. The one thing I'm hoping for is, well, they've already deconfirmed the one thing I'm truly hoping for, which is a return to water combat. The devs, I've seen the clip that was floating around of the devs showing off an underwater area, and then immediately one of them turns to the camera and they're just like, no, we're not doing water combat this game. I'm shutting that down right now. I'm deconfirming that right now. No water combat. But since water combat's been axed for now, at least, my big hope is Dalmadur comes back. I want to fight the big snake again. I don't care how many people think the giant monsters aren't fun. I want to fight the big snake. He was a fun fight. I'm not asking for one of the boring ones like Zora Magdaros to come back. That thing can stay in world. I'm not asking for Jen Morin. I'm not asking for Darren Morin. I'm asking for the big snake. I just want my boy to come back. I'll settle for Gogmazios. But I want one of those two to come back, because I loved those things in 4, and it sucks they haven't shown up again. Huh. It's not the fun. The big guys are usually geographically locked. There's no place for the... Yeah... But I mean, like, Worlds included the ruined castle Fatalis lives in. And I'm pretty sure they also added Elatrion's arena. So it's not like impossible for them to do that. And also, like, what better way to show off their brand new, like, big, huge open environments than Big Snake? You know? How best to truly show off the size of Monster Hunter Wilds than with Big Snake? I rest my case. Because, like, even with me trying to avoid spoilers, I've seen the stuff about how, like, apparently the areas are like big, huge, open type stuff now. So like, give us some big monsters to fight in those areas. Down with their line flat on the ground, not slithering up fossilized trees is kind of weird. Yeah, it probably would be, but I want my boy back. I miss him. He was such a cool guy. And like, the only other Elder Dragon... no, I shouldn't say the only other Elder Dragon. Because I'd put Gogmazios on like Dalmadur tier. But he hasn't shown up since 4 either. Cadius is never coming back, because Cadius was a pure underwater fight, so... We're never seeing Cadius again, which is big sad. Even though I loved that dude. What other Elder Dragons haven't shown up in a while? Camellios was just in Rise. Camellios is alright. Weil Laoshan. I don't... Yeah, you know what? You're right. He hasn't shown up in a while. Because I don't think I've ever fought Laoshan. And I've been playing since 3 Ultimate. I don't... He might have been in Generations and I just never got to him? Hold on, when was the last time Laoshan showed up? Daimyo Hermitar. Yeah. Daimyo Hermitar was in, Generations, though. Freedom Unite? No. Definitely didn't play Freedom Unite. That's a modern render. Which means he had to show up in something new. You know an Elder Dragon for it? Shingarin? Oh, jeez. What games did you appear in? Oh, you were in Generations Ultimate. The G2 Urgent Quest. That's why I don't remember him. That's why I don't remember him. He was the G2 quest, and I am notoriously bad at G rank. So yeah, he has been in a game. Laoshan. Oh. But Shengarin? Shengarin. Oh, big crab. Oh, that looks like an old render. Latest appearance 2016. Monster Hunter Frontier Z. He hasn't shown up since Freedom Unite in the main line. I mean, it looks cool. I'd fight it. English title, Fortress Crab. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'd fight him. He looks cool. To... Show me a shiny in the shaky grass? Nope. Run. You gotta be careful because the Tnopes are very aggressive. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, what other... I'm trying to think of like monsters I liked that haven't shown up in a while. Like Dalmadur, Gog, Cadius. Goble's shown up since 3, but I haven't liked him since 3 because you couldn't get caught by him you couldn't get caught lacking by Goble in the ocean. Monster Fandom, Explore Elder. Oh, this is the mobile game, isn't it? This had some whack designs, right? Yeah. Thunder Emperor Kieran, Nef Garment. Just a list of elders. Some of the frontier creatures I would love to see show up in mainline. Malzeno, Schwarzstalda, Namiel. I don't think I ever got to Namiel. Nakaros. Oh yeah, Nakaros. Where is he? The Bone Boy. Weird as shit. Yeah. Valstrax was a decent fight, I think. Did I fight I'm pretty sure I fought Valstrax. Dalmadur, Gogmazios, Nakarkos. Matsu's decent, but Matsu's come back. I'd love to see Cadius come back, but Cadius is never gonna come back until they reintroduce water. But yeah, some of the frontier dudes. Valhazak was a fun fight. I should go back to World, fight him again. Like some of these, like what the hell? Eruzeroin? That thing looks cool as hell. The fire and ice dude? Put him in Wilds, man. Let me fight that thing. Frontier elders are OP as shit. And if I remember correctly, they have been putting frontier creatures in because Sunbreak had Espinus, or however you pronounce that, if I remember correctly. I never played Sunbreak. I kept meaning to buy it, and then I just didn't. And then I kind of forgot about it. 3 bump. 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 Let's check a shaky patch. A regular squirmy. Whoa. Run away. Yeah. Like. Western Explorer. Yeah, like Nef Garmat, that Egyptian, like Sphinx looking one. That'd be cool to see in a game that isn't the mobile game. Pop. Maru the Murdo is cursed? Oh boy. I actually didn't click on that one. I'm kind of scared to know why it's cursed. Has a crown and a smile. Up. I wonder if the shaking grass will have sparks like the Poke Radar patches. Come on, Squirmy. We can take it out. Boom. Yeah, what are some other like non-Elder Dragons I would love to see come back? Three. It would be nice to have Goble come back, but once again, that's like I specifically want him back because of underwater combat. Oh, no, I'm just trying to think of like generic dudes I enjoyed fighting. Because like the big one is Zinogre, but Zinogre's become such a like mainstay monster that it's more unlikely that Zinogre won't be in Wilds than he'll be in Wilds. From Frontier, I'd like the Origin Species. I don't know too much about Frontier, if I'm being honest. It's like the like MMO version of Monster Hunter, right? At least that's like the vibe I've gotten from what little I've seen of it. Oh, I remembered one that I would Nurskyla. I'd love to see Nurskyla come back, especially since I did see for Origin Species show what they look like before they evolve. Oh, cool. I would love to see Nurskyla come back, especially since I did see 1 or 2 monsters, even though I'm trying to avoid spoilers. I did see a screenshot of, there he is, Shiny Cavamy. Oh yeah. Let's go. It's a level 2. Like, we should just be able to whip a Pokeball at it. Really? It's not an instant catch? All of my Pokemon are level 9. I don't really have anything that can weaken. Hey, there we go. Oh. Cavamy's data's been added. Look at him. Like, you have a nickname of Cavamy. Yeah, sure. Angel. Boom. Oh, Tanupi's picked a fight. Okay, zero that out. Yeah, what was I saying before? Swing like a Cupid, yeah. What was I saying before? Right. I have seen 2 or 3 monsters that are new to Wilds. There's, I want to say Tetsukabra, but no, that's the big frog. I've seen some like lizard thing they've been using to show off all the new moves for each weapon type. I caught a glimpse. I seen like a screenshot or something of some kind of like thunder lizard. And the big one, the one that looked really cool to me, there was like a scarlet, the best description I have is like a scarlet rot spider. That thing looked really cool. We can mark off Captain Meagle. I don't know what its name is. I haven't looked it up, but the like scarlet rot spider. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? That's a shiny Tanupi. No, get out of the way. The Charge Blade uses the spider stuff. Cool. After like 12. Yeah. You. One after the other. Catch. Whip a Pokeball at him. Oh god, what do we name this thing? One game. Snoopy's data was added. Raccoon dog. When in doubt, name it after a VTuber. Welcome to the team, Snuffy. There we go. Park. Take Tanskier out. This thing's gonna bite us. Oh yeah, and reset. But yeah, that scarlet, like Crimson Rot spider looks cool. Which reminds me, I actually need to watch the like Hammer and Charge Blade video. See what changes have been made to my weapons. Oh. I've also apparently heard you can like pack multiple weapons into a fight with you and quick swap whenever you like get on your mount creature or whatever it is. The like not chocobo. Just 2. Got me at, yeah, look at that little guy. It's so cute too. I have great balls, thanks, dude. Use them, yeah. Luck, thanks. I'm gonna pop a save. Save. Which, like, as somebody who uses a non-cutting weapon as their main weapon, very grateful that I am now allowed to pack my tail-cutting weapon and my main weapon into a fight with me at the same time. Like, that is such a blessing in my opinion. Like, I can have my Charge Blade with me to get all the cut-only drops, and then I can just go back to hammer time. Such Battle Sky and Lab, I'm excited to test your skills myself. What do you say, ready for our match? Yeah, sure, let's do it. This is exciting. Here, let me heal your Pokemon before we begin. Thank you. Alright, the second rival fight. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Wilds. It seems like it's going to be great. If this guy's energy or your mind for strategy, but Pokemon are strong. Believe in them just as they do in me. Here, we'll show you. Alright, let's go. You and your Luna Pup. And you took the one that's weak to Abel. So you have... Oh, you have Findolf. Ew. Struggle Bug. Acid. Go. Ooh, nearly wiped out the Squirmy. Acid should do it. Yeah, there we go. We'll gain XP. Dust Kick. Huh. That's right. Luna Pup's strong. Leafage. Findolf. Does Ghost even work on Luna? It should, right? Yeah, it just doesn't do a lot. Oh, and Batanyon's going down. Okay. Abel's doing great. We only have level 3s. Angel, get out there. Oh yeah. It's go time. Take on the Findolf. Tackle. This probably isn't going well. Gonna end well. Luna Pup's fighting type. And Kavami's normal. Snuffy's level 4. Snuffy learned Howl. Oh! Maybe it doesn't know any fighting type. No, it had Dust Kick. It knows fighting type moves, it's just not using them. And there we go. Boop. Level 10 for Abel. Just good, we need Abel at like level 16 or something. Although thankfully we have a couple more zones. So use type matchups. Pokemon trust you. Win next time, don't take us for granted. And that's over with. This guy passing through like a rocket. The League HQ. It's there and we can all register. Yeah, we probably should do all that story stuff. Pop quick save. Because there's a big story chunk here where we register for the League. And since we're out of Warbler Park, I guess I should put up Condor Town's shiny. Technically, we need 2 of him, but Trubbish evolves at level 32, and the level cap for episode 1 is 30. So we can't get Garbodor. So we only need 1. Condor City. Oh. Trash can full of trash. So I was doing testing on my other save, and it seemed like Trubbish. I need to talk to you. You give me fast travel. Air taxi, first time. Explain. Albashell. Albashell carries people on its back. Cool. Did I get the ticket? No, not yet. I think I need to be registered for that. Found a Zinc. And a Trubbish. Let's go, normal Trubbish. We're gonna run. Because I don't quite know how Trubbish works in this game. And I'm scared that Phantom starts like some kind of timer before the next one shows up. Because all of my testing has shown that, at least in 1.10, there's always one Trubbish spawn somewhere in the city. But I don't know if anything can change that, and I kind of don't want to find out. There you are. You wouldn't take long. Finally here. The Altera League HQ. Once we register, we'll be official trainers. I mean, this whole day's been exciting. Still, my heart, the whole day. Dude, I spent like 2 days walking around Warbler Park looking for Pokemon. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. He's wait, come on, let's go. What have you been doing for the 2 days I've been wandering around a park in circles? Oh, yeah, the champion and the guy who runs. Yeah, Champion Alistair, and that's Andromeda, right? League Director. Or is it Arcturus? They're all named after constellations and shit that start with A. The Pokemon attacks are becoming more frequent. More than ever, the region has a strong champion. Alistair, please. Alistair is still gonna retire, though. You just say what I think. Alistair's dropping out in the league, but he's the champion. Alistair, you're the most powerful trainer in the region. The Steely Master of the Skies. So many trainers across Altera look up to you. Can't understand why you're just walking away. His answer is final. There'll be other strong trainers. In fact, some might even be here in this room. Oh, is he looking this way? Okay, stay calm, act normal. Those three? Were they having to be the 3 trainers you were telling me about earlier? That's correct. They didn't have their Pokemon of their own. They helped me fight off the older Pokemon in Warbler Park. Perhaps you should place your hopes on someone like that instead. Alistair. I can sense there's no convincing you to change your mind. The determination was what brought you to the championship after all. Still, should you ever reconsider? You know my door's open. I appreciate it. Thank you for all. Aquila, right. Perhaps I should return to the league one day. Until then. You 3? Take good care of those Pokemon. Sometimes it takes a firm hand to raise them to their fullest potential. Our responsibility isn't one taken lightly. I really believe you already have the right instincts. The future of the Altera Pokemon League is yours now. Farewell. See ya, Alistair. Don't worry, he'll be back. It'll be a while. Because it's part 2 that he shows, part 2 of the challenge run, I should say. Not the unreleased episode 2. Do you want to battle him someday? Sure did. Excuse me, you 3. Well, what a way to ruffle some feathers, eh? And Alistair, so headstrong. Reminds me of myself when I was a young trainer. Where are my manners? Let me introduce myself. I'm Aquila Altair, director of the Altera Pokemon League. Please just call me Aquila. You 3? Alistair told me all about you. You did? Well, of course. It's not every day you find someone with the guts to stand up to wild altar Pokemon. Without a Pokemon by your side even. Courage and determination, those skills that make a great trainer. You're here to register for the league, aren't you? Yeah, we are. Thought so. Now, normally there's lots of paperwork involved, a background check, an exam. But if you have a sponsor from within the league, none of that matters. It just so happens the champion, or former champion Alistair, vouched for the 3 of you himself. Excuse me. Mr. League Director Altair, sir? Aye. Sometimes I have to say not to call me Mr. Altair. Sounds like my brother, so stuffy. Just call me Aquila. Very well. Director Aquila, here are the trainer cards you requested. Thanks. Sure you're familiar with the family business, Altair Corp. My brother Antares and sister Andromeda run it. But as for me, I've never had the head for all that corporate stuff. Now, Pokemon battles, that's what sets my heart ablaze. Gives me such hope seeing bright youngsters like you. Here, take these trainer cards and begin your adventure. Sweet. Whoa, so shiny and new. That's not all. It's my honor to present you with my family's greatest invention. Mark of all great Alteran Pokemon trainers. Very own Flux bracers. There we go, we got the regional gimmick, baby. Most useful tool in Train's arsenal other than your Pokemon. Live demonstration. And they're gonna send me up for it. Yeah, let's do this. It's actually been a while since I've played Flux, and taught Flux moves to your entire party. Thanks, dude. I can't remember if they're like one use per battle or if there's a meter for them. Yeah, throw out the Slewchew. Flux is incredible energy, many uses. Flux energy, incredible moves. Select that one, check your FP. Flux, Speed Bash. Or is no, you get a certain amount of Flux points a battle and you can choose how to use them. And the stronger moves use more Flux points, that's right. Speed Bash. Oof. Very good. Did you know many different kinds of Flux attacks? For example, Electrified Whoosh, yeah. Very effective. So you can see Flux attacks have endless possible combinations, special effects, alter battlefield, use them wisely. Leafage. Yeah, so how Flux moves work is each move has, there's two parts to each move and you can customize them. So like, we have Speed Bash, which the speed, first part's speed, which gives us a speed boost. Second part's Bash, which just makes it an upgraded like headbutt, I think. Abel wants to learn Sleep Powder. Sure. Sleep Powder is actually used for catching. So, forget Leer. Angel up to level 7. Helping Hand. Snuffy level 6. Defeated Lead Director Aquila. That's the stuff. 1600. Maybe retired from Pokemon training, but I do enjoy good battle now and then. Sure knows that these Flux training braces are rather basic. Much more. Follow me. Flux kiosks allow you to power up your bracers. Put your hand against the receiver and you'll see what I mean. Flux kiosk. Alright. This is the kiosk. Raise max FP, unlock new functions. Upgrades don't cost currency, instead they use Flux shards. And he gives us 200. You have some Flux shards, time to upgrade your bracer. And we get the upgrade. Boom. Flux bracer just got stronger. Other fun upgrades you can get. Unlocking Flux moves or useful tools. You can discover those for yourself. Thanks, dude. You figured out by now, the way to strengthen your Flux bracers is through defeating Alter Pokemon. That's the reason we have the league to begin with. They depend on trainers to keep the citizens safe. Fame and fortune. Makes sense. So we wouldn't risk their safety without a reason. Pretty smart kid. Bet you go far. You know how the league works, don't you? I sure do. There's only 3 gyms and they're actually like mini tournaments. Well, not mini, they are tournaments. My advice to go up north to Rooktown. Plenty of beginner trainers make that their first tourney. Plus you get to visit Alba Academy along the way. The Alma Mater, that brings back memories. Hey, just name the 2 cutoff points for the challenge run. Raise your Pokemon, defeat the altars, and climb the ranks of the league. If I'm an adventure away, I'll be rooting for you. Now if you'll excuse me, you've got stuff to do. That was unexpected. Looks like it's official, we're trainers now. So, where was the coolest said we should go? Rooktown? Rooktown's north of here. Now that we're official league trainers, it allows us through the gates that lead to Gold Coast. Personally, I don't think we're strong enough to challenge the league yet, so I plan on stopping at Alba Academy. Oh, that's a good idea. We can learn all kinds of stuff there, and it'll make us better trainers. First, I want to explore Condor City. It's close to home, I feel like I never got to explore properly. No rush. How about we split up and meet up again in Alba? Alright, and off the rivals go. And I don't think there's anything important in here. Ooh. Yeah, Condor Town. The only Pokemon here is Trubbish, which is going to be one of the more painful Pokemon, I think. Just because it's a slow and random hunt through all the trash cans in the city to find this thing. And I think it's guaranteed now. It wasn't in the base version, but I think 1.10 upped its spawn rate. Because in my file, my other file, I've had pretty consistent luck with always finding a Trubbish in one of the trash cans. I just don't want to kill these things because I feel like that might start a timer or something that prevents them from spawning in again, and I don't want to deal with that. And I guess we can go check out the Gold Coast. I didn't prepare the target slide for it because I didn't think to. I'll be honest. Yeah. Could I get my pass, please? Carry passengers on this pack. Quite sir. Expensive. Transfer like you. Special offer in place. Official air taxi pass. There we go. We got fast travel. Allows you to use the air taxi service free of charge. Can only take you to locations you've already visited. Why is that, you ask? Well, they said something about preserving the spirit of adventure or something like that. Air taxi locations in every major city and town in the region. Sweet. And then we've got... Only let you through if you're an official trainer. It's official trainer card. Go right on through. Thanks, dude. Oh, the Gold Coast. Garbagulls, Skidoos, more Hummingborbs. Or the one thing we really need to get from here. Birds of dominant life form. Okay, Bird Keeper. Oh shit, wait, Bird Keeper. We have a grass type as our opener. Grass bug too, I think. Oh boy. Yeah. Peck. Okay, switching. Throw Batneon. Acid. Ooh. But yeah, I'm going back to what we were talking about before I did all the story progression. I'm very excited for Monster Hunter Wilds. What little I've seen of it, it looks like a great game, and I'm trying to avoid spoilers. As I've said, I think, like, probably too much. Sending out Gullet, we'll keep him out. Oh, Gullet's not gonna be hard to catch. The problem with Gullet is that it's like, we need to get him to like level 26 to evolve, and we're not allowed to go past Alba Town, which I think is only like level 15, and we don't have anything with pickup. So he's probably the hardest level requirement we've got to face. Snuffy learns Sudden Strike. Good work, Snuffy. Yeah, I'll switch. We'll throw out Snuffy. Snuffy hasn't had a fight yet. Sudden Strike. Let me check I have the document open that I wrote up. What do... oh no, Kavami evolves at level 20. And... Rodillo evolves at level 25 with Gullet. And Salmini evolves at level 24. There's a lot of rough evolve requirements here. Hit with a sand attack. Thankfully, we do have access to Alter Pokemon now, and I think they drop XP candy. So it shouldn't be too bad. Put Batneon back in. Acid. Oh, crit. Take him out, please. Oh, quick attack. I think Angel should be okay to clean this up, right? Tackle. Only dealing 7. Oh yeah, Angel's got this. Tackle. There we go. Level 8. Defeated Birdkeeper Finch. Oh right, I haven't been marking the encounters. Oh god, what are... Trying to remember the colors for these shinies. Poachlet is green, I think. Pokemon Centers, it's a bit of a walk. Oh. Yeah, right here. Save. Oh no, not save. Heal. Yes, please. And as you can see, another Pokemon that's going to cause us pain. Nurse Joy's companion, Nursa. That thing is 1 static encounter, and I believe it has the worst catch rate in the game currently. So, we're in for some fun when we get to Nursa. Thankfully, that's all in the post-Alba Town section. So it's not, like, horrid. I think we'll have a couple Ultra Balls by then. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, where is the... There he is. You have an important item. Kid, there's something about you. Certain glint to your eye, I can tell. Yes, you're the one I've been waiting for. The one deserving of my legacy. Here, take it. We obtained the old rod. An old and beat up fishing rod, used by any body of water to fish for wild aquatic Pokemon. I've been fishing my entire life. It gives me joy to pass that tradition down to the next generation. I'll be happy to teach you the ropes if you need. Happy fishing. Thanks, dude. So I'm gonna go into the big key items. Register. And then what is register key again? Well, what's the register key? I've forgotten what the register key is. Is it nickname? Crap. There's a control document, right? Read me. Oh, I need to check the manual. I need to consult manual. No, this is a change log. Oh, this is a change log. Crap. I could have sworn it was... What was it? BN... Oh, there we go. D. Landed a Pokemon. What do we got? So many. He's the only thing we can encounter. Is that... Yeah, I don't think Wishy-Washy is, here. But now that we have the old rod, I do think I'm gonna call the stream here. Well, it's a bit shorter than usual, but I mean, the shiny hunt streams generally are. Also, we did start late, so it does make sense to kind of stop early. I mean, I guess we're stopping about on time for normal. It's just the stream started late. Oh, but I hope you all enjoyed. I will see you in the next stream, which should be more live. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all at the next stream. Have a good night, everybody. Bye-bye.